Okay.
Okay, how are you today, Kun
I am
Martin?
I am good. How are you? It's good to see you again.
Yeah, good. We haven't talked for a while, for
I
a long time.
know. I know. It's been a busy few months.
Yes, and now it's time to get back to you.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay,
today,
yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. As you know, there is a situation in the border between Thailand and Cambodia, right? So
Yes.
I just want to have your
Yeah.
opinion about the situation. The question that I want to interview you is about the first question. Okay. Uh, I will ask about. Okay, let me get to for the question first. So, do you usually talk about this topic with your community?
So there is the expat community. There's different places where we go to not just to get our news, but also then to discuss that. Most of that is online. There's a lot of expat community forums on Facebook. There's
Mm-hmm.
also some expat community forums on Reddit, although they're um, not as easily readable. There's not a lot of people that participate in those.
Yeah.
And of course, probably the main place that expats go to discuss current events is at bars and cafes. So that's where a lot of them that's
Yeah.
where a lot of them spend a lot of time. Um, the the interesting thing about the expat community is there are a lot of people that feel like they are experts in all things Thailand,
Yeah.
and there are some people that feel like they are experts in all things when it comes to world politics.
Yeah.
Um, and it seems that people that think they're experts are not always experts, but it's always an interesting and lively discussion that they
Yeah.
all have. So yes, there is a lot of discussion about things that go on in Thailand, especially the border clash with Cambodia.
Yeah. The border cash. Yeah.
Mhm. I think some people are calling it a war. Some people call it a clash. It just depends kind of on where your mindset is on how big this affected you and your family. So I can understand why some people would call it a war because they were impacted a lot by what happened in that short amount of time.
Okay. So what do you think about this situation?
Um, so my personal opinion um, when this happened, I messaged a friend who lives about, oh gosh, I think he's probably about 5 kilometers from the border. He
Wow.
lives, yeah, he lives out in the country with his wife, and he's a younger guy. I mean, he's not even 40, but
Oh,
he lives in Thailand full time. He has a Thai wife, and they live on a farm, and they do
okay.
farming. So he said that he could hear the gunfire, he could hear the fighting, um, and they were very anxious. They were a little bit worried about that. What is going to happen? Um, to to be able to have an intelligent conversation about what was going on, you have to look at the history first of all.
Mm,
Cambodia and Thailand have a long history of border skirmishes. They have a long history of back and forth, back and forth. The timing on this was very, very interesting because Thailand, it has a very big um, commerce with the world and especially with the
mm,
United States. And
yeah.
Thailand is a very big industrial country. They do a lot of manufacturing, of exporting, importing. And so the timing on this was very interesting because Thailand was right in the middle of coming up on the end of the tariff talks with the
Mm.
United States government and with President Trump. So some people could say, I don't know if this is true or not, but some people would say the timing on this was too coincidental, that
Mm.
Cambodia was looking to hurt Thailand financially
Yeah.
because President Trump said there will be no agreements on tariffs if you are at war with someone.
Mm.
And so some people feel that Cambodia used that timing as an excuse to try to get something from Thailand, some sort of concession, whether it's we want this land or we want this temple in our property or we want the border to be redrawn. There's a lot of talk about the border's not fair, the border's not fair. So some people feel that the timing on this was too coincidental and that Cambodia was using it to their advantage.
Mm.
If you look at um, Cambodia's military compared to Thailand, Cambodia doesn't have an air force. They have a few helicopters, but they don't have an air force. They have a
Mm.
very, very small navy. Cambodia is in no shape to attack Thailand and try to take territory from Thailand.
Mm.
It it's just not possible for a long, protracted fighting scenario. Cambodia just doesn't have the manpower or the equipment. It's a much, much smaller country. So this had to happen for some other reason. My personal opinion is they were trying to um, change the border where the lines were and
Mm.
include that temple that they were fighting over and include that temple. And they saw it as an opportunity to, if we attack now, Thailand has to give us something
Mm.
in order to get the tariffs dropped from the United States from 40% to 19%.
Yeah.
And so they thought in their heads, we're going to stay strong on this. We're not going to give up. We're going to fight. We're going to fight. We're going to get this in our favor. What ended up happening, though, is they didn't get any concessions from Thailand. They didn't
Mm.
get any concessions from. Um, my understanding is that they didn't get anything other than um, a lot of fighting. The
Yeah.
people that really were hurt were the people
Yeah.
that live along the borders.
Yes.
The Thai people that live there, the people from Cambodia that live there, the people that come back and forth across the border for commerce, whether it's to come over to work or maybe it's they're selling goods. Those are the people that were impacted. And
Mm.
unfortunately, the politicians and the people in charge didn't consider how is this going to affect our people. And that's the really sad part, is because those are the people that were hurt, was the community around the border. And so it ended up being a big nothing for the Cambodian government. And thankfully, the government of Thailand held strong, the military held strong. They said, no, we're not going to give up anything.
Mm.
And hopefully that this peace will last longer than it has in the past. Because that's
No.
what a lot of people are saying in the expat community is this will not last.
Oh.
Cambodia has a history of clashes along the border, and it has a history of fighting with
Mm.
Thailand. The
Mm.
fact that they put a bunch of landmines out along the border
Mm.
shows just a real lack of humanity. You
Yeah.
know, they're not stopping any soldiers.
Mm.
Soldiers have mine detection equipment. What they're stopping is they're stopping people crossing the border. They're stopping, you know, it's the only people hurt are the people that live along there or that need to cross along. Unfortunately. Um, look at my notes here. Yeah. So, the timing of it was very suspect. Who gained anything? Nobody gained anything.
Yes.
What was the end result? The end result was everything went back to normal.
Mm.
And Thailand was able to get the trade. deal that it needed with the United States. The tariffs were a little more equaled out. Um, yes, some products are at 19%, but
Yeah.
the good thing is that, the United States is going to be able to export products to Thailand.
Mm.
Thailand is still going to be able to export to the United States.
Mm.
Um, the government is actually stepping up and helping some people with some of the fees associated with the tariffs. And the Thai government has also put temporary housing up for the people that were affected along the border. So the
Yeah.
Thai government has really done some very positive things after
Mhm.
this clash happened. So,
Okay.
from an expat point of view, yes, it happened. We feel yes, it's going to happen again. It's probably going to happen a lot because it's been
Mm.
going on for a very, very long time,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Okay. So you talk about this topic with your back home. Do
Um,
they very worry about you? What happened in Thailand?
so yeah, because the headlines that the news says is Thailand is at war with Cambodia.
Mm.
So, I'm getting messages from family and friends back in the United States. Oh my God, are you near the war zone? They think all of a sudden, there's thousands and thousands of troops at war with each other.
Mm. Mm.
I live in Bangkok. We are what 600 kilometers from the border.
Yeah.
Um, there was never any doubt that it would go much farther than a couple of kilometers next to the
Mhm.
border. um, I assured all my friends and family this was not something that was going to be a big deal.
Okay.
That it was going to be over very quickly. um, I think that those people that live in Cambodia knew that it was a small skirmish.
Mm.
The people around the rest of the world were told it was a war,
Yeah.
when in fact it was not a war.
Just only
It
cash, right?
a clash. Yes, it was a very short fighting between two countries that Thailand was defending themselves. Uh,
Mm.
in in our opinions, Cambodia was the aggressor, and Cambodia was the one that started all of this. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
our opinion. You know, um,
mm,
I personally feel that the Thai government did a good job of protecting the people, of keeping people informed. Um, I think that, I mean, I was getting daily emails. I subscribe to the Bangkok Post. I
oh,
get,
okay.
yeah, I get emails every day. It gives me a
Mm,
really good feel for what's going on, not just in Bangkok, but all throughout the country, as well as international news too. So there are some posts on there that are very, very informative. There
mhm.
are, and that comes every day. I get it at 1 o'clock. I listen for that ding at 1 o'clock. I know, okay, that's my email from Bangkok Post, and I read that every day. And
Oh,
that
good.
that yeah. So it's very good information. I'm not sure if I tell everybody that I do that. I subscribe to that. I'm not sure if there's a lot of Thai people that know, that that's a free service that you can
Yes.
get sign up for. It's very informative. So
Okay. So I will go to subscribe Bangkok Post as well.
yes, yes, and I'm not a paid person from them. I don't. I'm getting nothing from that. Although if they want to send me some money, that would be just fine. But
Yeah.
it's free, so anybody can sign.
Yes. Yes. So you have lunch already?
Um, well, I got up a little late this morning. I woke up about 10:30 for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay.
So I had a late breakfast. It, it's funny when I moved to Thailand a year and a half ago.
Uh,
I worked from home for many, many years,
oh.
and so I would get up at 5:30 in the morning, do some work, send out some emails, do a little bit of work, go eat breakfast about 7:30, 8 o'clock, eat lunch at about 1 o'clock, and then eat dinner about 6 or 7. 3 meals a day, same kind of routine for many, many years.
Okay.
Here, I eat 2 meals a day.
Oh,
I exercise every day. I go walking. Sometimes I go swimming. I lost 15 kilos the first year I lived here
oh my God.
because it's such a better, healthy environment here.
Oh, okay.
Um, when I decided to retire, I was experiencing health problems. I was
Yes.
experiencing just, stress that was just really affecting my health. And
Ah,
ever since I moved here, I eat better, I eat healthier, I
yeah.
exercise. My stress level is pretty much at almost at
Yeah.
zero. Um, I I go out maybe once a week, maybe twice a week sometimes. Go out, listen to some music, go to a bar, see some friends. Um, it's a it's a different lifestyle, but holy smokes, my stress level is a lot lower, and I feel a
Yeah.
lot better because of it. So
Happy to hear this that the living in Thailand is good for you.
it is very good for me.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
So you're not planning to go back to the US anymore?
Oh yes, I go back to see family. In fact, I'm going Sunday for about 3 weeks,
Oh,
and gonna go back and see some friends, and then I'll be back. I'll be back in about 3 weeks. So Sunday, yes, I'm going. I'm going back to the U.S. for a short time. But no, I don't plan on going back to live there. No,
oh, okay. Just for visit the family.
just for a visit. Yes.
Okay. So, no more for today for the interview, and I will have you a plan for the next interview again. I will send you the message to discussion the topic between you and me, the world around us, what happening in Thailand, the happening in the US. Yes, for my channel, Ampar channel. Okay. Thank you very
Okay.
much for having your
Thank you.
joining.
Good to see you again. Okay.
Bye.
Bye now. How do I close out of this?